Hey folks, MangoTownMatt here with MangoTownTravis for another excellent Wednesday of drafts. Today we're going to be playing Breakthrough, which is a pretty interesting variant. The goal with Breakthrough is just to get to the other side, to have a king crowned. Now what's interesting about this variant is that your pieces can move forward orthogonally or forward diagonally. Now, of course, they can only capture diagonally. I'm not really sure if captures are mandatory, but given that the goal is to get to the other side, I'm not sure why they wouldn't be mandatory.
Well, it doesn't. I don't see anywhere where it says mandatory.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the rules either. But I feel like there have been a couple of other variants where we've looked, and it's been like, oh, you can't do that. But yeah, we'll see. How was your nightly beauty sleep, sweet prince?
My nightly slumber.
Oh. Oh man, I was leaving work today, and there's this little cat just like meow, and I was like, I want to help you because it's cold outside, but like I don't know that I want two cats right at this particular moment. Also, apparently, so Alma like joined a group that like helps stray animals here in Sarajevo find homes, and that was kind of how we found Gigi. And when we went, there was a big litter with them, and it was Gigi and I think like 3 or 4 other kittens, and somebody adopted her sister who's also black, and then brought her back, and just like left her where they found her. And I was like, ah. Like I wish I knew I was gonna be here for like a really long time. Excuse me. Here's an interesting question. Do you think that Bandit and Snowball knew that they were brothers?
I'm guessing that. I think they have either some sort of smell or.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like they've just known each other since they're born.
Yeah, you are in all of my memories. Yeah, one thing that's interesting about that is to think about like the relation of animals insofar as like family units are concerned. I mean, I know that with like elephants, obviously, have pretty established family structures, and you know, like mourn and whatnot, and whales as well. There was that whale earlier. Earlier this year that like pushed its dead child around for a really long time. But I feel like it's a little less defined for like cats and dogs. Maybe not so much if they were in the wild, I guess. I guess dogs form packs. At least they certainly do when you have a lot of stray dogs. You have any dreams last night?
No.
Oh. Well, this is gonna be interesting. What are you getting up to today? Anything in particular? Or just the usual?
Got chess and Mike.
Oh, yes. What variant are you guys playing?
We're gonna do two different circular boards.
Cool.
I guess see how much of the snow melts.
Yeah.
Like outside the house.
Where did you move in the last move? D3 to D4?
F1 to F2.
F1 to F2. Mm-hmm. Do you think if we just moved all of our pieces up and then both lines met, that it would just automatically assume a stalemate? Or do you think it would force us to capture?
It's saying I can't capture.
Oh, really? What? I'm sure you can probably hear that noise in the background. Gigi found a walnut. I have a kitten, for those of you watching. And her favorite toy right now are the walnuts that me and Alma picked when we went to visit her dad's farm. Oh, man. I gotta turn that on.
Yeah, it's saying.
Like, it's weird that.
It says, when I try to capture, it says checker can move just one cell straight or diagonally forward.
Weird. That's just weird. Will it let you capture the one that's on D4 right now?
See if you can capture that one. I hope not, but.
Weird.
There's no captures.
Maybe only black is allowed to capture.
Can you capture the one two first?
Because that makes it way harder if only black can capture. It means that white. I mean,
Oh!
gotcha.
Capture that one.
No. No.
Could have captured all along.
Yeah, I figured you probably could have. It's weird that it told you couldn't that one time.
Well, I couldn't jump. I was trying to jump.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you have to just... It goes to whichever one is immediately next in line. But only diagonally. You cannot capture orthogonally.
Yeah.
Which is it. It'd be fun to play a variant of Breakthrough where you could capture orthogonally. Did you see that the government was like questioning the CEO of Google, and he had to be like, "No, we weren't making iPhones." Yo, it cracks me up that they question anybody involved in technology and don't have people who are like young and informed asking the questions. Like, this is just the stupidest shit.
You know how they, like the CEO of Huawei phones is being detained in Canada?
Yeah. I think she got out on bail actually.
Okay.
But yeah, I do know about that.
Like every article I read, they always just had like one sentence that was just like, "Yep, the government banned Huawei phones because they're deemed unsafe, and the Chinese government might be spying on us."
Yeah.
With this, it's like that's exactly what the United States government is doing. So like, so it's bad when the Chinese government does it, but like when you do it to your own citizens, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy to me. I mean, like, sure, they might be doing other things. It might be that a foreign nation is using surveillance for some possibly nefarious ends and etc. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like I pretty much assume that everyone, everywhere I go, in terms of like government surveillance, I always just assume that it's happening. I don't agree with it necessarily. I don't think that it is like I'm not like super stoked.
Like, why should the United States government be able to just like without even us voting be able to just ban that?
Oh yeah. Oh well, I mean like yo, let's be real. George Bush fucked up big time. Sorry about the pissed. But like, yeah, no, that was completely fucked. That he thought, excuse my French, that like that even happened. Like wild. And I think across the board, I don't want to say across the board, but I think for the most part, people would agree that it's not good that they have that capability. Because I mean, like, they're running surveillance, but how many stories have we heard of recently where it's like, yeah, we totally told the FBI or like the government in general that so and so seemed a little bit out of whack and like we were worried, and then like a school shooting happens. I mean, realistically, I think we're just gonna. I think like in 20 years, China will probably be a world power, and the U.S. will have like fallen off the stage unless we like really turn things around pretty quickly. Oh shoot! I gotta get moving. I don't think there's any way for me to win at this point. I guess that's one thing to be said for not moving all of your pieces up.
All it takes is one breakthrough.
Nope, I think I got you. Ooh.
Nice.
But what I really appreciate is that you didn't like clean the board with me this time like it normally happens. It felt like it was pretty balanced. Shall we play another? You know, my thing though is like I want the ability, and I don't know why. I don't know why it won't let us do it with this variant. But I want the ability to like confirm my move before I make it.
Yeah. I mean, usually in the just multi-jump ones, you do that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like that's why I accidentally jumped your piece the first time in the last match. Like I wasn't planning on doing that. I was planning on seeing. I just wasn't paying attention. Gotta go slow, folks. You go too fast, you stop paying attention to details, and then you goof. Oh, I am white. Breaking. Middle-aged man realizes he is Caucasian. Ooh, you know what happened the other day when Alma and I were playing Carcassonne? That was weird. We were playing traders and builders, so she had the builder piece, and she'd put it on this big city, and I had connected a piece, like, you know how you can kind of connect it to the side, and then they have to complete the city in order to get the points for that city. I put the guy with the shield in there because at the time she only had 1 or 2 meeple on the city, and later on, even though she put down her double meeple, I still got all the points for it.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Are you following me?
I think so.
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? So I was told what she was expecting to happen, and what I was also expecting to happen, was for me to get no points and for her to get all the points because she had her meeple worth 2 on there. But apparently, if you put a meeple down with the shield and there are shields in the city, somehow you just get the points for that. Oh man, yo, I got this cat litter, right? Ended up
Okay.
I changed out the litter. So I bought this one type, and then for whatever reason the store stopped carrying it or something, and so I had to get it a second type of cat litter. So I emptied the litter box. I put the new litter in, and I'm like, well, here you go. I took care of everything. And so Gigi comes in, she pees, and then she spends like 5 minutes digging around in the litter. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, what kind of, what are you doing? And so I get up the next day, and I go to empty the litter box, and I'm like, that's strange. She only pooped. Bruh, this litter just makes the pee disappear. I have no idea where the pee goes. It's crazy. I'll tell you what now. Some black magic. Have you ever seen litter like that? I mean, I always thought there was just like one type of litter, you know? Like the stuff that you have. It's like, oh yeah, it's sand, basically. Hello! Hijigzuff tough duff. You have joined the game. Hey, Gigi. Oh, hello. You gotta stay away. You gotta stay off the computer. Oh yeah. Don't. Hey, you can't. The curtains aren't a toy. Neither is my hand. Felines. Huh.
Ooh.
Gigi. Hi there. Hello. Come on.
No.
Ma. It's tricky. It's tricky, but you can do it if you have a careful plan. In fact, I think. Actually, no. I don't think there was any way you could have, in that last move, fixed that. Gigi. Come here. I could just not win right now. I could just like stretch it out.
What time are we at?
12:35 and 13:03. It's 2:30.
No, for how long have we been recording?
30 minutes. Is that pumpkin, Gigi? Come here, come here, come here. Find them way. Oh, dodge. Ow! Yep, definitely pumpkin. You know the cats like squash and pumpkin?
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Because I need to wipe Gigi's ass. Being a parent is rough. Hello. And then you can beat me.
Okay.
You wanna bite? Then bite me. That's fine. Let me just do this real quick. Ah! Look, I'm literally finished now. Stop trying to bite me. Well, that was a nightmare. Oh, tell you what now. I wish animals just like understood that you were trying to help them sometimes. Gigi's like, why are you picking me up? Nah, you can't. Bite, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. It's like, Gigi, you're gonna get shit all over my apartment if you don't give me like 2 seconds of holding still. Excuse me. The other thing that kills me is when cats will like bury their food. You ever have that issue with Watson? Gigi. Have you ever had that happen with Watson, Travis?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't like this food. I'm gonna bury it. And you're like, I don't think you understand. I am feeding you for free. The only thing you have to do is not be awful. And usually they aren't awful. Especially if you're putting food in their tummies. Hey, Gigi. Do you want to win breakthrough against Travis? Oh my goodness. Don't fucking bite. An incredible concept. What's also really interesting about Gigi is like her undercoat is white. I'll be like, oh, look at that. Your skin is black. And I'll be like, oh, wait, no, it's not. Super white. Get away from my water. Psst. Psst. She's just like, she's in a chair, sitting with her haunches, sitting on her haunches with her little paws up on the table. Like, ooh, that water looks good. My girl, you asking for a spray from the water bottle? Gigi. I see you. That's right. I have eyes in my head. Oh, a tail. Oh. I see you trying to break through, Travis. Hey, Gigi. Sure.
That is the game.
Oh, you're not wrong. Ow! That really hurt, man. You can't bite me. I'm not your food. Cats, man. Gigi. No. She just dragged the stream screen, the video capture, like way to the other side.
I think you got it.
Yeah, I think I do. You almost had it in that.
I think if I would have done that move before, I could
Yeah.
have hit it.
Yeah. But again, it was a really close game. That's one thing that I definitely appreciate about Breakthrough is that there are a lot of... No. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the Gigi's being a wild thing over here. Sweet. All right, my friend. I think we're going to call it here for today. But as usual, folks, tune in on YouTube. Also, we are here most of the week with various streams. MangoTownTravis and MangoTownMike will be streaming some chess later on today. Depending on where you are, it might be in the middle of the night. But hey, tune in next week for some more drafts and some more good stuff. Bye.